screening and preventative tests free with Momentum Health.
Having a new baby should be a time of joy, but many new mothers struggle with breastfeeding and feel frustrated when it doesn't happen easily. Breast milk gives babies the best nutritional start in life and is crucial in establishing the bond between mom and newborn. Louise Goosen is a lactation expert at Mowbray Maternity Hospital who helps women learn to love breastfeeding, and she's passionate about the strong health benefits that breast milk gives a child.
Good. I see your little baby's breastfeeding.
Breast milk has many advantages over formula food as it contains antibacterial and antiviral agents and all the right brain and bodybuilding components for a newborn's development and lifelong health.
Breastfed babies are less likely to get diabetes, coronary heart disease, their cholesterol levels are better balanced, and so one can go on and on. But maybe the more unusual advantages for babies is intellectual advantage. I don't know how many people know that babies who are breastfed actually score higher on their IQ rates around about the age of 5 and 6 than formula-fed babies. Any problems with the breastfeeding? No, she's doing well. There's a huge difference between breast milk and formula milk. You can try your utmost to replicate it, but you actually can't. You cannot put those live organisms that are in breast milk into formula. And of course there are mothers who can't breastfeed. We should help them to the best of our ability and make them feel happy and satisfied with the situation they are in.
Firstly, it was difficult because I really didn't know anything about breastfeeding. But as soon as I was taught, I had nurses helping me, and then it was fine.
It feels good for me because it's very healthy for the baby. It's formed a special bond between us. It makes me feel wanted and it makes me feel special, and because I know that he needs me and I need him as well.
When one starts to breastfeed, or when a new mother is breastfeeding her baby, probably the most important thing for her to get right is to check the position that the baby is being held in and the way the baby is latching onto the breast. So terribly important is that one hugs the baby towards the mother. We don't want a baby to have to reach for the breast. Avoid pushing his head onto the breast because all we're doing is suffocating him. So the baby needs to have a nice wide mouth that fits around the areola, and the nipple needs to be, in fact, far back in the baby's mouth. The baby's massaging the breast with his gums and his jaw and the tongue rather than chewing at the nipple. What I would suggest for moms who do bottle feed is to always hold their babies tightly against them. And in fact, even better, especially when the babies are very little, actually hold the baby skin to skin. This will create a wonderful bond. Babies really love looking into their mother's eyes. They can recognize their mother's face by the time they are 3 days old. Closeness, a hug while you're feeding the baby, lots of communication with the baby, all of these are important for that magic word, bonding.
It is illegal and deadly to feed formula to premature babies. Milk Matters is an NGO that collects and distributes breast milk donations in 8 Western Cape hospitals.
The purpose of a milk bank is to provide vulnerable babies with milk when their mothers can't. So we're talking about babies that weigh anything, 500 grams, 1 kilo, 1.5 kilos, whose mother, for whatever reason, is unable to provide the milk at that stage. So we want to bridge that gap between when the mother's either ill, maybe she's got twins and she's just not coping. Stress plays a huge role, especially when one has a premature baby. We want to help her while she can't, and then as soon as she's able to take over from us, that's what we really want to do, so that she carries on the breastfeeding and providing the breast milk. We still hear people saying, I wish I knew about you, I threw my milk away, and of course it makes us want to cry. Breast really is best. It is what we've done for millennia. It is what comes naturally, and if we want a really healthy society, both psychologically, physically, mentally, healthily, breastfeeding and having a good relationship with your baby is the best way to go.